Welcome to episode 2 of my Paladin run of Lords of the Fallen. Our goal for this episode is to take down Pieta, that is how you pronounce her name, and also make our way to the hub area and explore all of that. Third goal, keep this bitch under 30 minutes. Last episode I made a mistake with my timekeeping. That won't happen this time around. Up the ladder I go. So out here we get to see the Hand of God Mountains, as they used to be referred to in the 2014 game. Not quite sure what they're referred to as now. Alright, that bridge doesn't connect anywhere, just making sure. What's this? Just some scenery. Beautiful architecture there. Very nice. Up here, we've got a few items sitting in lava. Builds up that fire status effect. But the items I'm collecting here will allow me to place fire on my sword. I like that very much. You can just let that guy fight all the little dudes up there. That works very nicely. They do some good damage. And that guy's really hard to fight, so makes sense to just let him take as much damage as possible. So this is like a corpse of one of those flaming giants from the initial cutscene. Just realized that. Took me a little longer than I would like. Alright, come on over. Got Axe Bro and Great Sword Lad. Ooh, that's nice. Just clear everything with the roll. Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, here comes the dog. I forgot about the dog. Come here, doggy. No, I need you to get here before Great Sword Bro does. Whack! No. Not this shit again. Alright, mister. I don't believe that. Just gonna let you know now. I don't agree. Ooh. Whenever he does that charge-up attack, that's a good opportunity to hit him with a charged heavy. I can't really do anything. Okay, that's delayed. I gotta learn. No. Stop it, you penis. Alright, you gonna do that? I'll just go over here and heal. How do you like it? Huh? You still shooting shit? I learned the delay. Get wrecked, Great Sword Lad. Done and dusted. Right. Hey. Why does it do this sometimes? Just hides vigor from me. I want it. I want all of it. It's all mine. Item up here. Just some junk. For now, anyway. Those mana things might come in handy later down the line. And I'm on fire. I'm gonna run back down to the bonfire, and then we'll start the boss. Alright, in we go.
O holy Aureus, by your radiance grant me the strength to continue to endure these dark days, to lay bare the path to salvation for my wayward brothers and sisters, so we may walk it together, and to strike down all those who would see our will defied. Even as our suffering continued, I honored my pledge of patience to the exactor. And yet you now appear before me, a stranger, bearing what was not yours to receive. A betrayal made flesh, and one I cannot brook.
Alright, before she beats my ass here, I'm gonna try to get some buffs off. I don't want the holy salts, I want the fire salts. Alrighty. Then I'm gonna pick up my souls from my first attempt. Back up from that. Ow. Alright, not going so well so far. This you dodge forward for. I didn't successfully dodge it there, but you're supposed to dodge forward. Oh. She has many delayed attacks. In fact, I think all of her attacks are delayed. Which, as you can see, makes for a good way of catching people who panic roll, like me. It's also pretty dangerous to try and hit her more than once. See? Panic rolled. There are some good opportunities to heal or get damage in. I'm just not good at finding those opportunities. The charged R2 will stun her if you hit her with it. I thought I got her stagger bar all the way down, but clearly that's not the case. I've got one soul flay charge. I'm not sure if you could soul flay her, but that might be a good idea to try. She gets these ethereal attacks, kind of like Melania does. It's pretty cool. Like I said, with that spell, you just dodge forward. That one's really easy to dodge. Charge R2 will always stagger her, which is nice. That's a delayed explosion attack. She can follow it up with another explosion like that. Sometimes the follow-up R1s will stagger her as well. First time she does this spell, those two will always be on the left and right side. Just stay in the middle. Dodge her normal attacks, and you'll be okay. Round two, bitch! I miss. That delay. Ooh, watch out for the, no, not that. Oh. Got a good opportunity there. Awesome. Alright, so that's what the Soul Flay charge does on bosses. That's actually really cool to know. I'm very lucky she didn't decide to follow that up. Alright, this time there will be one angel in the middle. Just move to the side that doesn't have an angel and you should be okay. She has a pretty telegraphed way of doing that spell. She lifts her sword really high in the air. Ah. Now she's the lucky one. Oh. Go to the far left to avoid this. Oh! I was looking at her angels and not her. But yeah, she's not super hard. Pieta. She's just one of those bosses you gotta get good. That's it. One thing to note is that you can summon Harkin, or the Iron Wayfarer as he's called in this game. I believe he's Harkin. I haven't gotten far enough in the game to confirm whether or not that's true. But he can actually help out quite a bit. He staggers her with his big hammer. I'm going to use a Holy Ward here to provide increased defense against radiant magic. I hope that helps with the laser. Although I don't think it will. The laser just seems to always one-shot me. Alright, in we go. I learned the hard way that if you don't skip this cutscene when you have buffs equipped, your buffs will deplete.
In the end, you're better off alone.
Harkin says, get good. Stop summoning help. Alright. One thing to note is that even if she's attacking Harkin, you should still dodge, because all of her attacks have that telescoping sword. So she can hit you even if you're behind her. Just remember that her attacks are delayed. That's probably the best piece of advice, more so than any other. I'm gonna back up while she does her angel transformation. Just gonna go right through the middle. Stay on the right or left of her, and you'll be fine. Oh, back up. Sometimes she gets staggered by a basic bitch R1. I'm not sure how or why. Oh, see, I didn't delay my dodge there, but I think the Holy Ward might have saved me. Stay in the middle. First time she does this attack with the spell. Oh. Harkin got buttered. Just always pay attention to what she's doing. She actually does telegraph her attacks pretty well. Just stay calm. The delayed attacks can mess you up if you let them. Oh shit. Okay. Panic roll to the side if you need to. Oh shit, follow-up explosion. I dodged it. Charged heavy! Alright, let's use this. Run, 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 run. I didn't get it! Damn. And that gave me some wither damage. Alright, run to the right. What is she doing? I don't know that one. Is that a grab? If she has a grab, I don't know about it. I haven't been hit by it yet. Delay the roll. This one, you always dodge forward, and you'll be fine. Follow-up? No follow-up. Damn. Alright, well, what I learned from the lantern attack I tried to do, don't do that from too far away. Even though it seems like it has unlimited range, you still have to be in range to take advantage of the... Oh, watch out for that one. Oh, it's not what I thought. Sometimes she'll actually summon two phantoms that will do... They will both do the laser beam attack. And that one will one-shot you if a single one doesn't. And that's Pieta. She of blessed renewal. Now, I heard that the 15 FPS blood is like an artistic choice. I'm not so sure if I believe that. It definitely looks goofy, but people say that because the fabric in the background there, that banner, moves pretty fluidly, that this must be an artistic choice. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I still think it looks goofy, whether it's an artistic choice or not. But anyway, it's a really cool first boss. And it teaches you to get good. She says, "Fuck this shit, I'm out. I don't want to get killed again." Heresy purged! We get a Vestige Seed and 8 Umbral Scouring. This here, you can go into the Umbral and learn more about Pieta.
Brothers and sisters, you honor us and all who came before you with your sacrifices. While I wish they were unnecessary, my wishes will not ease your suffering, but I pray my sorcery does.
And then you get some more umbral scouring and the remembrance of Pieta, which I don't know what that does. I assume it's a way of getting boss armor and weapons. That's what it sounds like. I mean, it's literally called a remembrance, the exact same term used in Elden Ring. However, it just says it's a golden pin. That's it. It just says a golden pin. You can't use it, drop it, discard it, can't do anything with it. So I assume there's probably someone in this upcoming area that knows what to do with it. You want to head up first. Heading up gets you a chest with the Sanctify spell, which is kind of a shit spell in my opinion. It just gets rid of status effects for you and the area around you.
Welcome, Dark Crusader.
Skyrest Bridge. Welcome, Dark Crusader. Yeah, that door doesn't open from this side. You're gonna see a lot of that in this playthrough, or this area, I should say. Sorry, I haven't gotten very far. This is actually pretty much where I got to. I had just fully explored this area, shut the episode down, and realized, yay, audio issues. So, almost everyone here is a merchant, so I'm gonna be talking to all of them, and I like listening to their dialogue.
I had no doubt in my assessment of you, as one worthy of the monumental task which lies before us, Crusader. My name is Dunmire, and I am an exactor of the Dark Crusaders, the holy order of which you are now an honored member. The Church of Orien Radiance has assigned to me the duty of purging Mornstead of its Rogar blight, and ensuring the ancient tyrant Adyr knows no liberation from his enduring imprisonment.
Adyr?
While the schism between the Church and Judge Cleric is of long standing, she and her hallowed sentinels, now perverted, did at least construct Mornstead's radiant beacons, which have prevented Adyr's return for centuries. But now, these stand corrupted and on the verge of collapse. It is to these 5 beacons you must turn your eye. Use the Umbral Lamp to cleanse them of Adyr's destructive influence, and deliver salvation to a world on the brink of perdition.
So I believe he gives us an emote there. Let's see, how do I equip? Let me get rid of point up. I never use point up. Dark Crusaders Challenge. I haven't actually seen this. What's it do? Oh, you pull out an iron cross and you do some weird thing with your hand. Looks like a prayer. Oh, it seems like it would function like a point down in PvP.
Rogar and Hallowed Sentinel alike will offer you no quarter. So remember, though Aureus' mercy is without limit, yours should not be.
After you exhaust Exactor Dunmire's dialogue, you get to use him as a merchant.
You serve a higher purpose, Crusader.
So what I will be buying from him is his Orien Preacher Catalyst, which is what I needed the 12 Radiance for. I'm mostly excited for Radiant Weapon, which requires 18 Radiance, so it's gonna be a while before I can use that. Perfect for my Paladin playstyle and build. This is a healing spell. It only requires 8 Radiance, so I'm going to pick that up right away. I'll be able to heal myself without use of the flasks, or blood vials, whatever you want to call them. Radiant Flare, I'm not super interested in. Basically, I think this is like a pea shooter spell. But I'm gonna try it out because new game. I'm going to buy 5 of these to supplement not having that radiance spell. Then
Serve a higher purpose, Crusader.
I'm going to sell him all my junk. I don't need the broken sword. I don't need the bleed short sword. I don't need the rusty cutter, which I don't... What does it even do? It's an inferno weapon. Yeah, I don't need the fire dagger. I don't need the fire axe. I don't need cross things. I'm never going to use this tattered, nasty looking garb. So, give me the vigor. And there we have it. So I should be able to replace my throwing rocks and holy bombs that I've been using. Actually, have I used a holy bomb? I don't know if I've even showed that on this playthrough. Yeah, I have holy bombs. These. They do radiance damage over an area. It's like 90 damage to most of the enemies I've used it on. Pretty cool. However, you have to replace your throwing hand in order to use the Orient Preacher Catalyst. And then as you can see, this menu here changes. So, it says R1, R2, and X. These are the buttons that I can use for my spells. You can only have 3 equipped at a time right now. I don't know if you could increase that later. I think a buff would make the most sense on X, because it's kind of like a button you don't use very often. So this is going to be my sword buff. This will be... I think this will be my healing button, and then this will be my attack button. Alright. Now we can come over here and talk to Pieta.
By Aureus' divine will, I live again. It's a miracle. And to think I raised my sword to you, when all along you were a divine instrument sent by him to deliver my death and rebirth and bring clarity. Forgive me, Lampbearer. I'm Pieta of the Hallowed Sentinels. And as Aureus sustains me, so too will I sustain you. Whether by making manifest your potential or through my healing blood, contained within the sanguinarics you carry. Should you find any saintly quintessences, bring them to me, and they can bolster the power of my blood further still. The beacons must be cleansed, the hallowed sentinels restored, and Adyr's malignancy eradicated. Through whatever is to come, fellow chosen of Aureus, we stand together in service of him.
Alright, so what you can do here is upgrade the sanguinarics using the saintly quintessences. So what this will do is it will add another charge to my sanguinarics, and it also boosts the HP recovery by 20%, which honestly is fantastic.
Fellow sanctified vessel, may Aureus' divine radiance flow through me and into you.
Yep, she just pours out some blood for you. Little on the edgy side.
Cleansed, the hallowed sentinels restored, and Adyr's malignancy eradicated. Through whatever is to come, fellow chosen of Aureus, we stand together in service of him.
Right, so you could talk to her if you want to get some more insight into the Hallowed Sentinels. There's a bonfire here, or a vestige, as it's called in this game. Vestige of Adyr. I'm not going to upgrade my character because I believe this man has a ring I want.
So the exactors found himself a new instrument, as exactors are wont to do. And given that lamp was intended for me should his paladin fall, and yet now here you are, lamp bearer. Well, it seems I was right to doubt the value of a Dark Crusader's word.
I think so far, this guy by far has the best voice actor. Not to shame any of the other ones, but this guy is just the most convincing.
I'm Stoneman, captain of the Fidelis, a group of good men and women who've made a stand against the madness which has possessed the rest of the hallowed sentinels. We made a vow to restore our order to its former glory, whatever the cost to ourselves. And by Judge Cleric's grace, we'll honor that vow. That heretical umbral lamp and the Dark Crusaders are necessary evils in these dire times, as are you, it would seem. Perhaps our aims will align further. Or perhaps not.
Anyhow, Stomand here also functions as a merchant.
In Radiance, judgment.
So he actually sells you a lot of the starter gear, which is really nice. Really, really nice. You can pick up some fashion here if you like. However, my eye was on this. This is the Ring of Duty, which not duty. Anyway, stupid joke. Sorry. Anyhow, it increases vitality and endurance attributes. Knightly culture has long been a significant aspect of the Kingdom of Adlane, and jousting, mounted combat, and horses in general are considered vital elements of chivalry. Anyway, I want this ring. Another thing he sells is the Pilgrim's Perch key, which is a key intended for use on certain doors in, can you guess it, Pilgrim's Perch. I might pick that up later. Seeing as I can't get a level right now with my remaining vigor, but I can afford this chest piece, I'm going to go ahead and pick this chest piece up. It's got worse stats because it is a medium torso in comparison to my paladin armor, which is a heavy torso. However, I think it looks cool, so I'm going to try it out.
Our Immaculate Lady will bring redemption.
I bet, dude. I'm going to go ahead and head back into the Umbral, and this is because you could only access this merchant from the Umbral.
The lamp must be born until the favored child makes themselves known. Only then can the remaining carrion of creation finally return to the void.
I really, really like this guy's character design. He just looks really cool. Look at the eyeball on that hand over there. He functions as a merchant.
Of the lamp, like you, I serve.
Okay, thanks, bro. I was talking, though. Anyhow, he serves as a merchant that can give you umbral spells, which these look really cool. And he also gives you an umbral catalyst. This is the Umbral Orb, which just hurls an orb of umbral magic. I imagine it works like Dark Orb or something from Dark Souls 2, if any of you have played that. This is Lingering Despair, which summons several stationary orbs of umbral magic which explode upon contact. Anyhow, umbral magic looks really cool here. He also sells the umbral salts. Umbral salts are pretty nice. I had them on the first playthrough, but I haven't gotten any so far on this one. Now, he also sells some miscellaneous items. So your umbral lamp gets a slot for umbral eyes. The only one I have so far is the umbral eye of betrayed Adyr, which we picked up in the first episode. It gives me one more soulflay charge and 15% dread resistance. Now, I don't have a secondary slot or socket on the umbral lamp, but it says if you put this eye in the secondary slot, it'll actually give you 25% healing efficiency while in umbral, which is nice. You can upgrade the umbral lamp with an antediluvian chisel. The +1 umbral lamp will give you one more umbral eye socket, 2 soulflay charges, 1 secondary umbral eye socket, and 10% dread resistance. So if you find one of these, it's imperative that you go and upgrade, because that is a big buff. You can talk to these guys for some more dialogue. I don't really care. This seems like a Covenant thing, Shrine of the Putrid Mother. It seems like it just gives you armor tinks. I don't know how it works exactly, but I'll figure it out eventually. Alright, I went ahead and rested because I feel like my game runs worse in the Umbral realm. Anyway, if you go here behind Sigmund, you will find the hangout, I guess you could say, of the Fidelis. There's a door here that you can't open because you need the Skyrest bridge key. Down here we've got
Dark
Eustace.
Crusader, a lamp bearer, and a revenant to boot. Aren't you the multifaceted one? Well, we Fidelis aren't as fortunate. We tend to stay dead when we die. And Aureus knows enough of us have done just that. Anyway, like Nathaniel says, you keep looking back, you don't see the blade coming at your front. We set ourselves a task and we have to finish it.
So I like this guy. He seems to have an overall positive outlook on whatever's going on here.
Best watch your step out there. Mornstead is a land awash in blood, both deserved and undeserved alike.
Right. I didn't find any items back here last time, just people to talk to.
That lamp you've got there is heresy, stranger. But then, seems it's getting harder to tell what is and what ain't nowadays. Ah, strange times. But in the end, there's right and there's wrong. And that never changes. And I hope for both our sakes you know the difference. But if in doubt, you heed the captain. He's never steered me wrong, much as he might think otherwise.
Here, it looks like another Covenant space, which gets you armor tinks. Use pilfered coins to purchase items at the Shrine of Aureus. Orion Vow of Protection. Oh, cool. Did I get a emote at the last one? I don't know. Anyhow, again, it looks like just a bunch of armor tinks, and that is fine with me. I like armor tinks, so I'm gonna have to do all of this, it looks like. Ooh, at the final tier, I didn't see that, but there's a whole ass armor set there. That's pretty cool. Down here is Dunmire. Now, he just has, even though he moved, he has the same stuff in his merchant inventory. The gate behind him can be moved through using the lamp. However, the gates down here do not have the same opportunity. Now this door, you need the Skyrest bridge key. Over here on the opposite side of Dunmire's room is this lad.
That's it, isn't it? Oh, the Lamp of Immortality. And the genuine article. Not a useless, empty vessel like the one I saw that witless fool bumbling around with. I've learned a little since coming to Mornstead about that lamp and the awful mission to which it's attached. I hope you recognize that frightful burden for what it is. In truth, what's been done to you is downright cruel. Of course, some people are born into roles of tremendous responsibility. My name is Andreas of Ebb, esteemed scion of nobility, but far more than that, descendant of the great ruler Antanas himself, as proven by my family's book of lineage, for one. That's right. Through my veins flows the blood of the legendary hero who defied Adyr and the Rogar and saved the whole world, only to be betrayed and murdered by a common criminal.
So that is a bunch of bullshit. I'd imagine that most people who are viewing this have not played the original game, at least not all the way through. Antanas actually turns out to be a big fucking pile of shit who was experimenting on the people of his kingdom and turning them into monsters to better fight the Rogar with. He eventually, at the end of the game, turns himself into the biggest, baddest monster of them all, and then Harkin comes and saves the fucking day. Frees the kingdom of Adyr and the Rogar. So this guy's spreading a bunch of lies and misinformation. It's also dubious whether or not he's actually a descendant of Antanas, seeing as all the lore descriptions about Antanas say that he lost both his wife and his only son, which is what drove him to the madness to start experimenting on his people and turning them into monsters.
So you'll understand a man of my pedigree cannot simply stand idle, while an unfortunate victim such as yourself remains shackled to such a grim fate. Give me the lamp, and let me shoulder your burden, friend. What say you? No? It saddens me to see you bring such agony down upon your own head. I hope you see sense and reconsider. My offer stands as long as necessary. After all, what man of breeding would turn away from one so clearly in need?
That is it for Skyrest Bridge for now. In the next episode, we will start heading down here, which is the only path of progression left to us. So if you liked what you saw, please drop the video a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching, and take care.